What's going on, guys? Ryan with Jedha Patrol back with another episode of 6 Skill News. Let's roll. That's right, we're back. Another episode, 6 Skill News. I am super excited about this. In fact, there's so much stuff to talk about. I'm actually going to break this into a couple different videos. Otherwise, this would be super long. And, you know, that's whatever, it's there. I'm excited for this, actually, because there is a figure that Hot Toys released, or announced, put up for pre-order, in that I honestly could care less about. It's like from a movie that I absolutely hated. In fact, I've heard it said, there was one quote for this movie, that we're talking about Eternals, obviously. One quote was, the best part of the movie was when I left to go take a leak. That was a quote, a direct quote from a collector in the group. So shout out to Yes Man for that one. We actually watched this one down in Orlando back in November. I think, yeah, November was in Orlando. We watched it when we were down there doing Galaxy's Edge, all kind of stuff, and extremely disappointed in the film. However, Hot Toys, regardless of whether you like the film or didn't like the film, I know there's it's a divided thing, I understand. Whether or not you like the film or didn't like the film, it does look like they put a lot of detail and a little heart into this particular figure of Gilgamesh. So let's get into this, guys. I want to shout out to Pop Collectibles for getting these photos for me direct from Secret Base. That is very kind of them, and I'm very appreciative. So just say thank you down below if you want to. This is a ridiculously good head sculpt, in my opinion. I mean, I think it looks just like, if there was a 10 out of 10, I think this would be a 10 out of 10, honestly. I think they absolutely nailed this thing 100%, and I really have no issues with the head sculpt. I think it looks fantastic. It looks directly, I mean, just like it looks like they took the actor and shrunk him down and stuck him in a case. That's what it looks like, and I think they just absolutely nailed it. The expression, I think, is good. I don't really have any issues with the expression. I think that's fine. It's definitely a more somber expression, like the earth is about to be destroyed, and you know, things are not going so well. It's kind of a, you know, thoughtful, I don't know. It's better than like a ridiculously laughing head sculpt or something crazy with a bunch of teeth showing. I think that'll be kind of crazy. But it's got some pretty cool parts. If you saw the movie, which I did, I have zero plans to go watch it again. Gilgamesh has some pretty cool power. In fact, he's like super omnipotent, powerful dude. He's got these energy effects, and he can punch anything. So there's a pretty cool effect they've got going on here. It reminds me of the upcoming classic, I guess, Iron Man they're doing with that plastic wrap around it. But this one actually makes sense, I think, because it's better than an energy effect, I think. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, guys. Are you liking this effect? It's like a slip-on cover over the forearm, and then what it appears to be like specific hands that switch out. So I don't think it's a cover that goes over the hand. I think it's actually a specific hand switch out. And then the forearm cover, you know, kind of goes over that. It reminds me a lot of Doctor Strange and that magical abilities and whatnot. Nice paint applications all around. There's a bunch of photos in here. Here's a photo of a boot. So it's a shoe. Not if you're Canadian friends, it's not a boot. Like say about. And we're on Discord, and sometimes we get Canadians on there, and they're like, "Hey, what a boot this?" And anyways, I digress, so whatever. I think they did a fine job. The paint applications on this look quite good, and the multiple levels of colors and weathering and bronzing and just all over it looks great. It looks like a split cut boot, which would look nice. I kind of dig that. I think they did fine on this. It's a good figure. I kind of dig it. So, but here's this energy effect, which I think is pretty freaking neat. I am curious to see, like, I guess if I had this, or when I get this figure, you know, we're going to get it for review anyways. When we get this figure, you know, how will we want to display it? Will we display it with these energy effects? Because we're going to get Thena later down the road. They've put her up for real. Are we going to get any more? I don't know. But, you know, how will we display this? I think the energy effects make sense for this particular figure, and I will probably be picking it up for that. But there's that head sculpt again. It looks fantastic. Look at this expression in the eyes. Dude, and look, I love how Hot Toys takes their time and they do this like speckling effect for the skin. And it just looks so lifelike. Like if it was, that's a good looking figure. It really is. The hair, it looks fine. I don't have issues with that. Looks like it's nicely detailed. But that stubble and just all over it, I just think they absolutely nailed it. A few hands. So that is one of the issues I do have with this figure is it doesn't come with like any accessories at all. $270 price point in the U.S. If you want to pick it up there. But it's no accessories whatsoever. Like zero. You get some hands and a forearm, whatever. Energy effect. Not a whole lot of hands. Not a whole lot. But, I mean, what would he come with, honestly? I mean, I can't think of anything that he would really need. The box art, this is like one of the first times I remember Hot Toys ever showing us the box art on a announcement. Like, that's kind of crazy. You got Don Lee's signature there. I think this thing looks freaking cool. Again, didn't like the movie whatsoever, but I'm not going to discount the figure because the movie sucked. I think they did a fine job on the actual figure. That bronzing and the paint and the pleathery skirt material, if you will. I think they did a really good job. The box art looks fine. I mean, it's a box. It is what it is. Basic plain applications on the base. There's nothing special about that. I don't know. I'd like to hear your thoughts on this, guys. Let me know in the comment section if this is something that you're going to be picking up, or if it's not, or are you wondering where's Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield? Because that's what I'm wondering. Like, where are they at? That's what I want to know. If you want to pre-order this, you can check out Pop Collectibles. There's a link in the description below, and there's a discount code down there for you if you want to do that as well. It's a weird announcement. I think they did a fine job on the figure. I just don't understand why now. Like, what? Really? Why now? And if you're going to follow the hype train, where's Andrew Garfield and where's Tobey? That's it. And where's our hobo goblin? Like, where's that guy at? Hot Toys does very, very strange things. Very strange things. But, it is what it is, right? So let's move on to the next thing, which is actually going to be something completely different. I've had some of you guys DM me going, hey, would you cover other stuff other than Marvel and Star Wars? I'm going, yeah, I'll try it from time to time. So Toys has a partnership with SNC, and they're producing an anime figure. So 2 anime 6-scale figures. I figured we'd take a look at those because you guys are asking me for different stuff. So here we go. Let's take a look at this from So Toys and SNC. Flame Hashira. This is actually from Demon Slayer. So these are the names, the third-party names they got, right? You got Flame Hashira, and then there's Water Hashira, and I'm sure I've butchered those names completely. But I'm considering picking these up because I just think they're cool characters. So there's that. If you want to pick them up, Pop Collectibles has them pre-order if you want to get them there, obviously. This is the Flame one. So I literally know less than nothing about this than Demon Slayer. I know nothing. But I think it's a pretty cool figure, at least. Anyways, I think if you're in an anime style, I think this is something that's definitely going to pop off the shelf. And I'm kind of interested in to see where else we could go with 6-scale collectibles. We've done the lifelike thing, right? We just took a look at an amazing head sculpt by Hot Toys. Just absolutely beautiful, right? What could we do in the anime world? What would you guys like to see? I mean, we're going to see a 6-scale Goku and Vegeta, like Dragon Ball 6-scale. That would be pretty sick. I'd be in on that. But this right here looks pretty cool, and I think the paint applications are one such that's going to just pop off the shelf. And look at his face. That's that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool, right? It wouldn't work in a lifelike deal, but in the anime, I think it works with a bloodied up eye. I think it's pretty cool, and they're inexpensive. 30-party figures, not going to break the bank at all. In fact, this is like $100 less than the Gilgamesh, which honestly, I think this is a little bit of a cooler figure just due to how strange it is, honestly. Sword's cool. The bloody head effect is cool, and I kind of dig these. I don't know. What do you guys think? It looks like it'll be pretty posable. It looks like it. I mean, the dude's got, I don't know who he is, but he's got flame socks. I'm just saying. It's kind of cool. He can meet up with Ghost Rider. Look at that bloodied up eye. Dude, that's kind of crazy. There's 45 photos in here. I'm not going to go through all 45 photos, but I think this is pretty stinking cool. So if you want to pick that up, check out Pop Collectibles. There we go. We get 3 different face sculpts, which it looks to me like an interchangeable face plate, like the entire face changes. I've seen that on different figures before. We're going to get it's like a katana, a dagger, and a stand. That's kind of cool. And then some hands and a bird. And I don't know what the bird is, but there it is. And then, so they did the flame one. They also did the water one, which I have on the other page. This one is more my speed. It's a little more subdued. It reminds me of Kenshin, which I just finished watching the prequel and sequel of Kenshin. And dude, that was fantastic. I should have watched them like I have to go back and watch the originals, but I saw the ones on Netflix. They were pretty stinking cool. The fight scenes in that series, the movies, both the prequel and sequel, were just insane. And the cinematography, whoo. Yeah, definitely getting that. Water Hashira right here. I had Kenshin there on yeah, anyways. So here we go. This actually looks pretty cool. I like this. Again, I don't know anything about the character. I just think the colors are cool. And I like that garb he's got. I don't know. I kind of dig it. I don't want to speak out of turn and say, oh, this guy has this. And I don't know if it's accurate. I have no idea. I just think it's a cool figure. And I think it'd be kind of fun to have something different in the collection than what we're used to. So I think and it's priced right. I don't think I have any issues with that. So we're going to get a mask. We're going to get 3 different faceplates on this one. We're going to get a katana and some hands and a pretty cool stinking base with the water effect on it. I think that's stinking cool as well. But I'd love to hear from you guys. Is this something like you would collect? Is this something you're interested in? Would you like to see more of this kind of stuff on the channel? Let me know. I don't typically cover anime stuff, but I don't mind it. And I have watched a decent amount. I wouldn't consider myself an expert, but I like 6-scale figures, and I think these are pretty cool to have them, doing fight scenes and villains and, just like we all like to do. Which brings me to today's sponsor. So let's go ahead and get into that.
Ryan started collecting hot toys after watching a suggested video on YouTube. Talk to your friends about hot toys and a support plan that's right for you. Some people have had changes in behavior, hostility, agitation, depression, mood, and loss of relationships while buying or selling hot toys. If you notice agitation, hostility, depression, or changes in behavior, thinking, or mood that are not typical for you, or if you have more than 50 pre-orders, stop collecting hot toys and contact your spouse right away. Side effects may include divorce, potential loneliness, low credit score, hair loss, lack of work productivity, emotional damage, or prolonged virginity. Do not collect hot toys if you're allergic to hot toys, have an addictive personality, don't like waiting 2 years for releases, want the Mark 46 reissued, or want anything other than Marvel, DC, or Star Wars. Until you know how hot toys collecting will affect you, use caution when navigating social media. Hot toys should not be collected with a desire to be financially stable. Talk to your friends to see if collecting hot toys is right for you.
Hope you guys enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun. Today, we covered a couple different figures. Gilgamesh, I'd love to hear your thoughts on that one. We do have another video. I'm going to talk about the in-art or the Queen Studios Heath Ledger Joker. We're going to talk about that, but I feel like that deserves its own video, so stay tuned for that. I will be recording that directly after this, and then I'll get it released for you guys. But I have some thoughts on what Queen Studios or in-art can do with that, and with some opportunities for success and some opportunities to really drop the ball, and I'd like to share those. So stay tuned to the upcoming video for that. Shout out to Pop Collectibles giving me the photos of Gilgamesh. That was very kind of them. And yeah, so guys, check out the Facebook group if you haven't already. Link in the description below. And if you want to support the channel, you can do so on patreon.com/Jedha Patrol. As always, click what you like. See you next time.